Maintaining a luxury vehicle can cost thousands, unless you drive a BMW. We're the only luxury brand that lets you pay nothing for maintenance for 4 years or 50,000 miles.
The New Orleans Hornets were welcomed back to Oklahoma City Friday night. A little too welcome. I'm Mike Sherman, sports editor of the Oklahoman, with our Thunder beat writer Mike Baldwin, and this is the Jackie Cooper BMW postgame show following the New Orleans Hornets 105-80 victory over the Thunder. Mike, this was a game that was really not all that competitive.
And it really hasn't been for a week, Mike. That's the concern with this team right now is early on when they were losing games, they had a 15-point lead at Indiana. They would make runs at people. In Utah, even when they got way behind, got back in games. Right now they're falling behind 20, 25 points and can't even get it back to single digits. They're a good team to get healthy on, and the Hornets, the old tenant here, came back to town in search of a win and got an easy win. They were up by 30-some at one point and were up by 20 or more most of the night. And right now the Thunder's not only losing games, they're playing bad.
Some of the more interesting facets of this game. First of all, let's start with the crowd. Mike, talk about the reception the Hornets got during announcements.
Well, I mean, they were warmly received like we thought, and Chris Paul arguably had the loudest ovation, as loud as Kevin Durant was on the other team. But I thought it was interesting. Very early in the game, the fans let it be known, Thunder is our team. There was a smattering of Hornet fans that were here, probably going to be Hornet fans no matter what. But it was like 95, 98% Thunder all night long. So I think they let it known, even though they're watching a lot of bad basketball, this is our new team. We will back you. Please give us something to cheer for, and they did most of the night.
And there really wasn't that much Hornets garb in the stands. The Beekeeper was in the house, a few other Hornets superfans, but that was about it. Nick Collison showed very strongly in the first half.
He had another double-double, arguably his best game of the season. Wheezy at time, now that he's come back from his injury, had a decent game. But Durant and Green, the two stars, did not. And that's one thing P.J. said in postgame. He said, for us to really get out of this, nobody's going to feel sorry for us. We need 6 or 7 guys to all bring their A game and play well, because once you get in a slide like this, it's hard to get out. It's not just going to be 1 or 2 guys carrying them. It's going to take a lot of guys to really play well, especially with the Hornets coming up, followed by the Suns and the Cavs. It gets a little easier after that, but the losing streak is now 10. It will probably get to 13 unless 5 or 6 guys bring their A game.
Chris Paul put on a show in limited time. Chris Paul has 17 points, 6 assists, 6 rebounds, 3 or 4 steals, and a between the legs, in the lane, oop-de-oop shot that really was among the best plays you'll see this year.
Well, those are the kind of things a lot of the fans will take home with them tonight. But the one thing PJ took out is he said, Russell Butler did not shoot well. Peja did not shoot well. Tyson Chandler didn't even score, didn't even get his double-digit rebounds like he did. He said, that's the sad part. If you told me that before the game, I think we may win the game, and we got to play this team again tomorrow night. Some of their starters didn't even play well. Their bench scored 46 points, and they rose to the occasion. His point is, when Green and Durant don't play well, some of our bench guys got to do that. Right now, they are not having a team effort. But New Orleans wins without its A game tonight and wins easily.
And the Thunder didn't even have its C game, Mike. 26 turnovers, 26 field goals.
Yeah, I mean, the turnovers are getting ridiculous. Not only are you turning it over, you're leading to transition and dunks and breakaways on the other end. They don't even have to work for easy baskets. That's got to stop. We've seen this before, Mike, in pro sports, even college sports. Once you get in one of these funks and you keep losing game after game and the losing streak gets longer and longer, it's harder to get out of it. This team desperately needs a win. Like I said, the schedule doesn't get any easier the next 3 games. If they could get one of those 3 some way, somehow against a good club, then the schedule gets easier. If not, this could get ugly. So this is one of those fortitude tests. Let's find out what they're made of, because right now they're just getting hit game after game, 20, 25-point deficits, and can't climb their way out of them.
It's on to New Orleans on Saturday night, then back in the Ford Center Tuesday for the Phoenix Suns. That's it for the Jackie Cooper BMW postgame show, where tonight the Oklahoma City Thunder falls to the New Orleans Hornets 105-80.